Hey guys, so pretty much this morning around 9 a.m. My GoPro had died, and so our hunt got cut a little short from, like I said, from this morning. And so I pretty much just worked my way out of the woods and got back to the truck, and we still got pretty good amount of snow up on top of this mountain. So what I did was on my way out back home, like driving down this road that I hunt. What I did was I just kind of pretty much went pretty slow, and I was just looking to see if there's any fresh tracks, anything that might have crossed the road. And lo and behold, I came across looks like a set of like three doe tracks coming pretty much from the top of the mountain that I'm working my way, or from top of the knob that I hunted this morning, down across this road to the different knob. And basically what I did was, once I saw those tracks, I figured out who owned the property. It's a farm that's down the road, and I went to their house, and I pretty much got permission to hunt it. And what the farmer had told me was, and I'll show you guys, I'll pop it up on Onyx right now. What the farmer has told me is that there's certain isolated kind of cedar softwood trees on the top of this knob, and the farmer said that nobody hunts this side of his property. In years before, he would a lot of times he would actually catch the deer bedded on top of this knob in these cedar patches. So I looked at the wind direction. It's a south wind, and the idea is I'm gonna come in from this road instead of over by where the farm actually is. I'm gonna come in from this public road, and I'm gonna walk pretty much from the high side. I'm gonna go in from the high side with the wind in my face, and I'm gonna get on top of the knob and look down into these cedar patches and maybe catch a deer down in this bedding area. Last year, the farmer said that him and his son had hunted here late season, and they actually had caught about 4 different deer bedding on top of this knob in these cedar patches. And so we're gonna go down, we're gonna work our way in, and we're gonna try our best to be very quiet. It is 1 o'clock, I believe. It's 1:10, so we got plenty of time. I think if I can just work my way in there. It's not really that cold today. It's about 32 degrees right now. We might be able to work our way in there and maybe just sit right on top of the knob and just watch down on the knob side, and down on on the flats that come off the top of this knob. So I've never been in here before. We've been pretty lucky with getting permission to hunt these spots that we've seen pretty fresh deer sign in, and so I'm super grateful for that, and just grateful for the opportunity to hunt a fresh piece of property. These hunts are the times where I hunt the fresh piece of properties are typically the most exciting, because you never know what you're gonna find. And so, let's just take it slow and see what happens, and go from there. This is where we're gonna go in. That posted sign is from the guy that I got permission from today, so everything's legal beagle. Basically gonna head in and do our loop here and see if we can get all the way up on top. If we can get up this hillside quietly and get to the top of that, we might have an opportunity to catch something bedded, That's all I'm looking for, is deer bedded or deer. The good news is that the temperature rose, so now the snow is like in a really softer state than it was this morning. It's a little bit quieter walking through here. I don't even know, we're only like 50 yards off the road. These tracks are fresh. Kind of running parallel with the road. Those tracks made it across this like 4-wheeler trail onto another person's property. So now we're gonna go back to plan A, and we're just gonna walk around and get way up on the hillside over there. But it's a good sign that those 4 tracks are in here. I seriously think that there's gonna be a deer up here. It's about it's 1:45. So we got about 3-ish hours to hunt this, so we got plenty of time. Here's an old set of deer tracks. Heading exactly where I want to go, so it's another set right there. These ones are fresh. These ones are a lot more fresh than the other ones. I'm gonna take these ones and see where they go for a little bit. It's kind of heading in a direction I want to go, so. Alright, so those tracks ended up going into this field right here, and I think they ate in the field, and then they turned around. I think those are the same tracks we came up on at the beginning, so I'm gonna get off of those, and I'm just gonna head up and start my climb up this mountainside here. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna go down towards like the base of it, and then walk the base of it and see if I can catch any tracks heading up it. This is a steep incline. There's some deer tracks right here. They're a little old, but they're kind of just walking. They came from the top and they're kind of walking their way down, so I'm just gonna try to mosey on up through this thing very quietly. I want to be super quiet doing this in case there's a deer at the top bedded. It's a good sign though. Some fresh deer beds right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is exactly what we want to see. Because if they're comfortable bedding on these flat parts here, when they get over to the top and look down the other side, who knows, it might be on that side doing the same thing. It's exactly what we want to see though. Looks like there's 3 beds. I don't know if that's a bed, it looks pretty small, but it could be. That's definitely a bed right there. That's a bed too, so there's definitely 4 or 5 beds right here on the upside. There's more deer beds right here. There's one right there, and then there's one right there. That is 8 different deer beds that I saw on this one, just on this one ridge. The other deer beds that we saw were right over there. I cannot believe there's that many deer beds right here. I don't know if you could tell, but that the sun is setting. The sun is setting from that direction, so I think that if there's going to be a deer bedding, they might be on the opposite side of this hillside right here, and just bedding on the other side, kind of just baking, just kind of sitting there soaking up the sun. So that's a good sign. It's a really good sign that there's 8 deer beds right here. That's a fresh deer track right there, heading right to where we gotta go. I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna be real quiet going through here. This deer is going right down to where, right down over to that other side. It's another deer track. That's a bigger deer right there. There's 2 deer beds. That's a total of 10 deer beds in this area. There's another deer bed, that's 11. There's a set of deer tracks right there. I'm gonna go down here and then work my way that way and start over there and come back and head back towards the road. If there's a deer down here, it's not gonna be able to hear or smell me, I don't think. See all the pine patches? I want to slowly work my way and look down into those pine patches. Right now I'm just kind of working my way down, checking these little flat parts. But honestly, I think that I might just work my way to this edge and just sit there for the rest of the night. I only have about an hour left of daylight, so all the tracks that I saw were coming from the bottom heading this way. So they might, I don't know, they might be down in there. They might have did like a big circle or something. But at least I'll get a good vantage point and take a look at it. Be able to see quite a ways and figure out the deer are down in here still. There's a lot of tracks down here, so they're not like smoking tracks. They're not super fresh, but they're fresh enough. Like they're within the last day. Nothing of like this morning, but definitely yesterday, and maybe some of them are from the day before. So. All those deer beds are pretty fresh too. Those ones are within the last day or so. Well, Joe's calling me, which is probably going to be a good sign. Tell me you got one.
Yep, I just shot it. It's bedded down right here. I just shot it.
You just shot it. Let's go. Let's go. Do you hear that? Joe just shot again right on the phone. What?
You're gonna have to get to me. I'm out of bullets and this deer's still alive. It's right here. Down again.
okay, I'll head over.
Hurry up. Right here. Just follow my boot codes.
Yeah, I will. I'll be over there. Joe just laced one. He shot it and then it bedded down. And then it got up and then he shot it again. And it bedded down. So I'm gonna head over there. Alright, so Joe is right there. The deer's bedded. About nothing, I'm talking to the camera. The deer's bedded right over top this hillside. I'm gonna try to get my way to Joe and give him a reload. Yeah, I shot that other doe with it. Hold on, she's gonna stop. She's right there. She ran downhill though. She didn't go uphill. She ran downhill.
All the rest of the deer went right up the hill. Do you have a cap handy?
Do you need one?
Yeah, if you have one, like
In my thing, I do.
oh, I have.
That would have been a first time. If I give you my gun and you shot a deer. Where'd they come from? Like that? They must have came from here. They came right down into here.
No, they didn't. Originally standing right there. I came off this knob and stood right there, and you can see this huge.
Yeah, that's where me.
valley.
That's where me and Maddie sat. We sat right up on that hill right there.
And then I was
there.
standing, and I saw to my right deer coming from over there, like heaping and bounding, like something that just bumped them or something.
Yeah.
And you could see this logging road goes down.
Yeah.
Well, when I was standing, I picked that tree purposely because you have the lane right through here
Yeah.
to shoot if they crossed or came up that logging road.
Yeah.
And she came up and she crossed. I want to go look.
Yeah, let's go get. You got your flashlight?
Yeah, I have two.
Yeah, I have my headlamp. Good thing is we got snow, so we can track her pretty well. This isn't going to be gone by the morning time.
The rest of the deer were all like right down there.
And then they ran, what, right up
And then
there?
they ran. See how you can see the ridge side? They
Yeah.
ran right up that direction.
Oh, I might jump on one of them tomorrow morning.
I gotta. This is gonna be a lot of
She
fucking
didn't look very big.
So she was when I shot her. So think of that. So that birch tree, that's kind of
Yeah.
angle, about 10 yards behind that. These are the tracks that I saw coming down,
Yeah.
and that's why I decided to make sure I had a clear lane at this logging road.
Yeah.
She was originally coming up right through here. I shot her once and she bedded like right here somewhere.
Wanna take a look at that bed?
Yeah, we gotta give her time. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I want to find her track from where I hit her to see, if there's hair or anything. She was somewhere
Yeah, right here.
and I shot. Yeah, you see blood right there. See?
Yeah. Okay.
Right there. There's a little bit of blood. I don't know if that's blood from her. It's probably
Coming
blood from
back
her
through.
coming back.
Huh.
Yeah, 'cause she went right there. She just went right down there.
Yeah. But she's going downhill, which tells you that she's probably hurt pretty bad.
Well, she was jumping, which I didn't love. But basically,
Yeah.
I shot her here. You can see that old buck track. She came up here. that's the shot. See all the blood?
Yeah, so
It's everywhere.
blood everywhere over here.
It
It looks dark.
could have liver shot her.
Yeah, that's dark.
Let me see. Where I was aiming would have been perfect liver shot.
Yeah, that's dark for sure.
So she's bleeding, right? So she starts coming closer and closer. Look at all the blood. See the blood?
Yeah.
She starts walking. Oh damn, she's spitting. She walks up here.
You know.
She walks right up here. Over here. She's spitting everywhere, dude.
Yeah, she's probably.
Look at this blood pile. And then she bedded right there.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Look at that blood pile.
That's
And then look at her bed.
That's liver for sure, bud. Look how dark that is.
Yeah, then look at her bed. She bedded right here.
Oh yeah, that's liver.
You know?
Wow.
So I'm trying to
Hold
think
on.
when she was bedded here,
Hold on.
which side was she bedded on? Because I hit her on the right side.
She's a smaller deer for sure, but.
Yeah. She's definitely probably like
I
an
don't
80
know.
pound.
Can you hold this?
It's definitely dark blood.
It's dark, but there's bubbles in. There's bubbles.
Maybe
See?
I clipped a lung. I know one thing. I think I did clip a lung because she was bleeding. When I looked at her right here,
Yeah.
I put my binos up. She had blood all over her mouth.
She had blood on her mouth.
So it tells me she was bleeding blood, which means I think I liver shot her.
You might have
Or
clipped,
clipped the lung is what I
clipped the
meant.
lung in the liver.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's good. That's a good sign.
Cause that's when I was over there and I was looking at her, I'm like, oh, I hit the deer, cause I couldn't tell.
Got massive deja vu.
She was coming up here and I couldn't tell if I hit her or not. And then
Well,
she laid down.
That's liver blood. That's dark. But
How
that
long-
has bubbles in it too.
How long? I mean, that's
You can-
usually like a. Look how much it's spitting, dude.
Yeah.
You got blood specks all the way over there.
Yeah. But so yeah, that tells me you hit it. You probably clipped the lung and the liver. So
Oh.
that's good.
So then she came down here.
What the heck?
She came down here. I mean, the track's not massive, but it's not. I mean, it's not too big.
It's like an 80 pounder probably.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Then she came down here. And she laid down right here. Now, her bed over here isn't going to have as much blood, and there's a reason for that. First of all, look at this, right? Her head was over here. She's spitting blood out of her nose.
Oh.
That
yeah.
tells me that it's a lung.
Yeah, that's lung. For sure.
That's her spitting blood out of her nose, but she's laying on the non-side that I didn't hit her on. So
Okay.
there's not going to be a ton of blood in this bed. That bed, she was bedding on the side that I hit her on.
Right.
Then she got up and bedded on the non-hit side.
Right.
Probably because it probably didn't feel good.
Right.
But I touched another one off like right here somewhere, from up there,
And she just bedded down like
and
two
then she
steps.
just boom bedded down. That's an owl.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna
Just track her. Let's get on the track.
Let's just kind of go slow and steady and try to be quiet.
100%. All right.
Yeah, so Connor got over to me. I was trying to get into an opportunity to get another shot off at her while she was bedded. And as like he's handing me the gun, slowly as he can, she kind of looks back and jumps up and she bounds off. And so we give her a minute over there, like we stood around for, I don't know, 30 minutes. And I was looking at her bed and we're assessing what we're seeing in blood color and all that stuff, and seeing, where maybe I hit her, because there wasn't a clear, obvious indication. And so we get on our trail and we're going, and we noticed the blood on the log, and usually the blood on the log means a deer on the ground.
Here, hold that. Wait, say that again.
I said, usually when you see the blood on the log, you see that? This is a very important thing. It usually means blood on the log, deer on the ground. And we look up and she's right here, piled up.
Oh yeah. Let's go look up. Let's go look at
She
her.
doesn't look very big, but I'm happy to get some meat and food.
Not bad.
No, I mean, it's not a big deer, but like I said, there's only 2 days left of the season, and I was trying to fill a doe tag to get a little bit more meat in the freezer. And
let's go, boy.
that's what I did. So
Woo! That's number, what is that, number 6 for you, me, and Dad?
yes, sir.
Let's go.
Obviously not all out of the same spot,
Yeah.
but you know,
You got your knife on you?
I got my knife. My hands are gonna be ice cold, but
Let's go. Congratulations.
we got
Let's
another
go.
one down. So we're gonna get her back to the truck. We got a little bit of a drag, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's not terrible drag. Most of it's logging road.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Another deer down this 2023 season. Let's go.
Woo! Yeah, well.
Honestly, like when the deer are all bounding together and then one of them stops and give you, like, I don't have time. All I'm checking for is that it's not a buck because I don't have a buck tag.
Right.
I'm just making sure as long as it doesn't have antlers and it's going to give me a pretty good ethical shot, that's like what I normally look for.
Yeah.
I mean, an 80-pound doe versus a 120-pound doe, yeah, you get more meat out of the bigger doe, but, you know, it is what it is, and I'm just happy that I got another deer down. So
Yeah, I mean, it's the last day, or it's Friday, so we only got 2 more.
2 more days, yeah.
2 more days. So.
And
it's a good deer to take on the third to last day.
yeah, honestly. And the other thing too to think about too is, or that I was thinking about on my way up here was, it's gonna get warm this weekend, so all this snow is gonna be gone probably midday tomorrow. So
Yeah.
you know, when I hunt with my smoke pole, I like to hunt in the snow because I can see farther and
It's easy to track them.
usually
for blood.
quieter walking. But this snow had frozen and refrozen, or had thawed and then refrozen, so it's super crunchy. And there's no wind tonight either, but.
Yeah. Let's go. I want to
Yeah,
get down.
that's another doe for the old Optima. This
Here.
is what I'm shooting. Optima. Forgot what model it is. CVA Optima version V2.
Crossfire. Crossfire.
And yeah, Vortex always. Vortex, Vortex, Vortex.
We're a Vortex family.
I never leave my truck without my Vortex. So, yeah, perfect.
All right, get her
All right,
down.
we got to do the hard work, and we'll get her to the truck.
If you want to
Thanks for watching.
putting the tag on it. It's a transport tag that I was telling you guys about in the other video.
Put your information on the other side, but
Yeah.
obviously I'm not going to show that because this video is going on the internet.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just going to put a little slit in her ear back here.
All said and done. Congrats, man. That's the 3rd deer that you've shot this year. Right in my spot. It's right where your older brother told you to go.
Yeah.
Don't worry, little brother. I'll set you
Yeah.
down where the deer are.
Yeah. Taught you everything you know. It's like,
Yeah. This is gonna be not a terrible drag out, but
it's not that bad. Once we get to the top of the knob, it's not that bad.
yeah, should be pretty easy.
Once we get to that skid trail, it'll be.
We got plenty of venison to give out to the people that were gracious enough to let us use their property to hunt.
That's one thing we always do is we give a lot of venison to anybody that allows us to hunt their private property. So the person that allowed us to come in and hunt back here, they'll be getting some venison. So
Yeah.
one thing you should do is if you take care of the good people will take care of you. So that's why we have quite a few spots to hunt, is because we are always very appreciative when somebody gives us permission. If it's not public land, obviously.
Yeah.
Because we do hunt public too sometimes. But. You go left. Get her up there down that flat. I didn't know that these beds were down here.
I know.